Chapter 6. Now in Chapter 6, we're going to specifically identify cash and expand our knowledge on that. But before we do, we tend to like to introduce this concept of internal controls into this chapter because cash is really the easiest thing that can be stolen, can be manipulated, fraud committed with it. So we want to make sure we protect ourselves there more so than anything else because that's just the easiest. So we talk about internal controls. So that's what currently the first half of this chapter deals with, the first few videos. So let's talk about internal controls. What are internal controls? Internal controls are a set of policies and procedures that a manager uses to do four things. First, they want to make sure that they protect their assets. They want to make sure everything is not being broken, it's not being stolen, and they have what they have and nothing's happening to it. Secondly, they want to make sure they're ensuring reliable accounting, which all of these kind of really work hand in hand because if you make sure that your assets are there and nobody's stealing them or breaking them, then you're making sure that what you're putting down in your financial statements is reliable. Third, they promote efficient operations. The more efficient we become, the more a company can save in money. And so we want to be very efficient, and this is just one way to do this. If you work at a place that has a certain way to do certain things in your jobs, that's an efficient system or protocol in which you go about doing that. It's done for a specific reason. And then finally, the urge adherence to the company policy. We want to make sure that people are following the company's policies and doing what they need to be doing. Internal controls, it is very important that you understand internal controls do not provide a guarantee that something will not happen. But it does lower the company's risk of loss. And that's ultimately what we want to try to get to. Is we want to try to mitigate that risk as much as we can as we do this. So that's why these things are put in place. Appreciate it.